When you close your eyes tonight, something sacred happens. The world of facts begins to fade, and the world of imagination begins to rise. You may think you're just drifting into sleep, but in truth, you're entering the workshop of creation. The moment before you fall asleep is the most powerful moment of your day. It's the doorway between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the spiritual, the known and the infinite, and what you think, feel, and imagine in that moment will shape everything you wake up to tomorrow. You are not a product of your past. You are the creator of your future, and your imagination is the divine tool that makes it so. The world around you is only a shadow, a reflection, a mirror of what you've accepted as true within yourself. Every condition, every circumstance, every joy, and every challenge has come forth from the invisible thoughts and feelings you've entertained, whether you realized it or not. So tonight, as you lie down, I want you to remember something sacred. Your imagination is not a game of fantasy. It is the very breath of creation moving through you. When you imagine something with conviction, you are touching eternity. You are conversing with the unseen reality that shapes the visible world. Close your eyes and breathe. Imagine for a moment that all is well, truly well. Imagine that what you've longed for is already yours. Feel that quiet relief in your chest. Feel the soft smile of gratitude forming on your face, not because you hope it's coming, but because you know it is finished. In that sacred knowing, you've already planted the seed of a new world. There's a verse that whispers gently to the heart, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." That means your faith is not blind, it's creative. Faith is the inner certainty that the unseen is more real than what your eyes can observe. When you feel something deeply and persist in that feeling, the world around you rearranges itself to reflect that state of being. Think of a child pretending to be something magnificent, a hero, a dancer, an explorer. To the child, that play is not pretending, it's real in that moment. That is the secret. That same divine childlike imagination still lives in you. It's the part of you that believes, that dares, that dreams without doubt. You were never meant to lose it. You were only meant to refine it. When you lie in bed tonight, don't take your problems with you. Don't fall asleep replaying the fears, the doubts, or the regrets of the day. They have no power unless you feed them with your attention. Instead, dare to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. What would it feel like if everything you desired had already come to pass? How would you move? How would you speak? How would you breathe if your dream were a fact right now? That feeling, that sacred assumption, is your prayer. It is the conversation between you and the infinite always answers according to your faith. You don't need to struggle, you don't need to beg, you don't even need to force it. You simply need to accept it as true and rest in that truth until it feels natural. Imagination and faith are not opposites, they are partners. Together, they are the bridge between the seen and the unseen. When you fall asleep imagining yourself as the person you wish to be, you are rehearsing your future in the realm of spirit. And when you wake, life moves to meet that assumption. There was once a man who desired a change so great he could hardly believe it possible. Every night he would lie in bed and imagine shaking hands with his friends, hearing them congratulate him, feeling their joy as they spoke of his success. He didn't know how it would happen. He only knew it must. And one day, seemingly out of nowhere, his dream unfolded exactly as he had imagined. He had entered the scene in his mind so fully that it became inevitable. In his world, this is not magic, it's law. The world within you creates the world around you. What you entertain in the silence of your mind becomes your outer experience. So when you rest tonight, remember this. You are never sleeping alone. The divine imagination within you is always listening, always shaping, always responding to what you believe to be true. Even if your current circumstances look impossible, even if the evidence around you screams it can't be done, don't listen to appearances. Appearances are shadows. They are the echoes of old thoughts. They are yesterday's news. What matters is not what is seen, but what is imagined. For what is imagined with faith must one day be seen. Let your imagination become your sanctuary, your temple, your secret meeting place with the infinite. Enter it with reverence. Speak to it with love. Let it remind you that you are not separate from the source that created the stars. You are one with it. The same creative power that formed galaxies flows through your imagination right now. If you want to change your life, change the story you tell yourself before sleep. Don't say, "I'll try." Say, "It is done." Don't say, "I wish." Say, "I am." Speak to yourself as though your dream were already a reality. Feel it until it's alive within you. And when you feel that shift, when you feel that peace, that's when creation is complete. You see, everything begins in imagination. Every invention, every work of art, every act of love, it all began as a feeling, a vision, a possibility in someone's mind. Your imagination is not a place of escape. It is the birthplace of your destiny. The world changes when you change what you believe about yourself. If you've spent years doubting, fearing, or waiting for proof, tonight I invite you to rest in a higher truth. You already possess what you seek. The treasure is within you. You don't have to chase it. You only have to recognize it. When you change your state of consciousness, your outer world must follow. It has no choice. It is law. Sometimes people say, "But I've imagined before, and nothing happened." The truth is, creation is finished the moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, but manifestation unfolds in divine timing. The outer world takes time to catch up to the new inner state. Don't dig up the seed to see if it's growing. Trust the process. Water it with faith. Rest in the knowing that what you have imagined is already done. Before you fall asleep, gently review the day, not with regret or worry, but with gratitude. Rewrite any scene that troubled you. Imagine it ending beautifully. Imagine the people who hurt you acting with kindness. Imagine yourself responding with peace. Do this not to deceive yourself, but to realign with the truth of love. Every time you revise a moment in imagination, you're healing the past and planting a new future. Remember that the world is not against you, it is reflecting you. When you live from love, you attract love. When you live from lack, you attract lack. So choose love, choose abundance, choose joy, choose faith. The world will mirror it back to you effortlessly. If you only knew the power sleeping within you, you would never again speak words of doubt or limitation. You would walk with quiet confidence, knowing that what you imagine and feel deeply must one day be made visible. You would understand that the universe is not waiting to judge you. It's waiting to express through you. You are the vessel, the channel, the artist of your reality. So tonight, as you drift into sleep, do not take your worries with you. Take your vision, take your dream, take your faith. Fall asleep in the feeling of peace, love, and fulfillment. Let every breath carry you deeper into that living picture until it feels real. And when it feels real, it is real. Let the words echo softly in your mind, "It is done." Feel the truth of that. Let it soothe you. Let it cradle you into rest. For in that rest, your mind is being rewired. Old patterns dissolve, new beliefs are born, and the divine creative power within you begins to weave a new story for your life. Fall asleep knowing you are the author, not the victim, the dreamer, not the dream. Fall asleep in the awareness that what you imagine tonight will shape your tomorrow. And when you wake, wake with gratitude, for life will rise to meet the vision you dared to hold in faith. When you allow yourself to dwell in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are not escaping reality, you are transforming it. Reality is not fixed, it is fluid, responding to your inner state like a mirror to light. Each thought, each assumption, each quiet belief is a brushstroke on the canvas of your world. The outer scene is merely the echo of the inner voice. If you change the voice, the echo must change too. So, fall asleep in faith tonight, not in worry. Don't ask how it will happen. Ask instead, how would it feel if it had already happened? Feel that. Rest in that. Let your imagination answer in sensations rather than words. It will show you the scene, the tone, the warmth, the peace that comes when your desire is fulfilled. Let that inner movie play gently as you drift towards sleep. You may see yourself standing in a new home, embracing someone you love, hearing good news, or holding what you once only dreamed of. Don't analyze it. Don't question it. Simply be in it. That feeling is prayer in its purest form, a silent communion between you and the infinite source of all creation. And when the mind begins to wander back to doubts or appearances, softly guide it back. You don't need to force it. Just return again and again to the feeling of completion, to the simple awareness that all things are possible, to the one who believes. Because your imagination is the language of the divine within you. It speaks in pictures, emotions, and quiet knowing. Many people spend their lives waiting for the world to change before they feel worthy, happy, or secure. But the truth is reversed. The world changes because you feel worthy, because you feel happy, because you feel secure within, as within, so without. This is the eternal pattern. When you fall asleep in faith, you give permission to the unseen to work on your behalf. The outer world rearranges itself in ways you cannot plan or predict. People move, doors open, opportunities appear, because life mirrors the vibration you rest in. And that's why sleep is sacred. It's not just rest, it's creation. Your last thought before you drift away becomes the seed planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious. That seed will take root overnight and begin to grow into form. So plant wisely. Don't plant fear, don't plant regret. Plant vision, gratitude, and faith. Tonight, instead of saying, "I wish I could," whisper to yourself, "I already am." Instead of asking, "When will it happen?" rest in the truth, it is happening now. Those words are not just affirmations, they are decrees of creation. Each time you say them with belief, you shift your state, and when your state changes, your world must follow. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to hear a new song, you don't fight the static, you simply change the frequency. Your feelings are the frequency of your life. Tune them to love, to gratitude, to the joy of already having what you desire, and soon you'll find that the outer world begins to play that same song back to you. You might not notice the shift right away, but don't let that discourage you. Invisible changes are already in motion. The soil of your mind has accepted the seed, and life is nurturing it quietly beneath the surface. Keep your focus there, keep your faith there. Every great transformation begins in silence, in unseen places, even when your outer conditions seem unchanged. Keep your inner gaze fixed on the unseen reality. The world of form is slow to catch up, but it always catches up. What you accept in imagination with feeling and persistence must manifest. It is law. When doubt comes, don't fight it. Just remind yourself, this too shall pass. Return gently to your chosen state. You don't need to wrestle the old story. You only need to outgrow it. Every time you choose faith over fear, love over worry, and gratitude over complaint, the old patterns dissolve a little more, and the new pattern grows stronger. You are not trying to become someone new. You are remembering who you already are. You are not waiting for divine favor. You are the expression of it. The power that created all things lives in you, dreams through you, imagines with you, and the more you trust it, the more clearly it moves through your life. So when you close your eyes tonight, smile softly and know you are doing something holy. You are returning home to the truth that creation begins in the unseen. The world will follow. Let the world outside fade into stillness. The hum of the day, the noise of the mind, all of it softens when you turn your attention inward. In this quiet inner space, you're not limited by what you see. You're free. Here, everything is possible because here, everything already exists. The unseen reality is the truth of life, and imagination is how you touch it. You might have been taught to believe that imagination is make-believe, something for children or dreamers, but it is far more sacred than that. Imagination is the beginning of creation itself. Every structure, every invention, every masterpiece of art or act of love began in someone's mind first. What you imagine with feeling becomes the blueprint of your reality. So tonight, when you close your eyes, imagine not as a beggar asking for what you don't have, but as a creator rejoicing in what is already yours. Picture the scene that would imply your wish is fulfilled. Maybe it's a simple moment, holding a letter of good news, hearing someone say congratulations, or feeling the warm peace that comes when all is well. Don't strain, don't chase the image. Let it come to you naturally. Let it unfold like a dream you already know by heart. Breathe into it, feel it, live in it. You don't need to see every detail clearly. It's the feeling that matters most. The feeling is the substance of faith, the bridge between what is invisible and what will soon be visible. And as you rest in that feeling, something begins to shift. The tension of striving dissolves, the need to control disappears. You begin to understand that the universe is not something to fight or force, it's something to flow with. When your inner state changes, the outer must follow. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of divine timing and perfect alignment. The truth is, you are not waiting for your desire is waiting for you. To feel it real, to accept it as done, to claim it in faith. Every desire you've ever had is a call from within, a whisper from the deeper part of you that already knows it's yours. The moment you desire, it's created in the unseen. The only thing left is to align yourself with the feeling of having it. So, as you lie there, let your heart be light, let your body rest. Let your mind float gently toward that sacred state between waking and sleeping, the doorway of all creation. In that stillness, imagine yourself already there. See yourself from the eyes of fulfillment. Feel what it's like to live in that reality now. If the mind tries to argue, let it. It's only the echo of the old state trying to hold on. You don't have to silence it. You just don't feed it. Bring your attention back to the feeling of peace, of wholeness, of completion. That is your true home. That is where all creation begins. There's no need to rush this. There's no need to force results. The laws of creation are simple. What you assume to be true and persist in as though it were already real must manifest, not because you're lucky, but because you are operating from the divine order of being. The unseen always becomes seen. As you rest there, realize that this act of imagination is not small. It's the greatest power you possess. The world outside responds not to your words or actions first, but to your state of consciousness. When you change your inner world, the outer world must rearrange to match it. That is the law of faith made visible. Let yourself drift a little deeper. Feel the quiet joy of knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. The more you let go of effort, the more you align with flow, the more you relax into faith, the faster the unseen moves through form. The world doesn't change by force, it changes by assumption. So assume lovingly, assume with confidence, assume with gratitude. Imagine from love, not lack, from completion, not waiting. The energy of love carries creation faster than anything else, because love is already the vibration of wholeness. It doesn't reach for, it knows. When you feel love for what you have imagined, you have already united yourself with it. That union is the secret. It's not something you achieve, it's something you remember. Everything you desire already exists in spirit, waiting for you to feel one with it. The moment you do, creation is finished. Let that awareness fill you. Let it warm you. Let it whisper through your being. You are the dreamer and the dream. The outer life is just the canvas. You are the painter. The colors are your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions. You decide what masterpiece to create. And tonight, as you rest, you are painting something beautiful. Your only task is to feel it real, to rest in faith, to dwell in the unseen as though it were seen. That is the gentle art of creation. That is the way to rewire your mind, to replace doubt with knowing, fear with faith, waiting with being. As you drift deeper into that state between waking and sleeping, the boundaries of the physical world start to fade. The logic of effort begins to dissolve. You enter the place where belief becomes being. This is the sacred space where your mind is reprogrammed, not by force, but by surrender. Here, the old stories lose their grip and new truths take root. Every night is an invitation to renewal. The thoughts you fall asleep with are like seeds planted in the garden of your subconscious. They grow quietly, silently, yet with unshakable certainty. So let your last thoughts be pure, loving, and aligned with the person you wish to be. Think not from the desire, but from its fulfillment. This simple shift changes everything. Your mind is always listening. It records your assumptions, your moods, your silent self-talk. It does not question whether something is good or bad, possible or impossible. It simply accepts what you impress upon it. That is why what you think and feel before sleep carries so much power. It bypasses the resistance of reason and goes straight into the fertile soil of faith. And when that new state is accepted, life begins to echo it. The people you meet, the events that unfold, the coincidences that appear, they all move in harmony with the vibration you rest in. You attract not what you want, but what you are conscious of being. That is the unchanging law. So, as you lie there tonight, see yourself as you wish to be. Don't wait for evidence. Be the evidence. Don't hope for change. Feel the change. Let every part of you sink into the feeling that it is already so. That inner conviction, that quiet knowing, is the signal that rewires your mind. It teaches your subconscious a new truth, one that must express itself in form. The more you repeat this night after night, the more naturally your new state becomes your identity. You begin to notice subtle shifts, the way you speak, the way you move, the way you respond to life. The old patterns fade without struggle because you're no longer feeding them. You found a new dwelling place within yourself, a higher vibration that aligns with peace and fulfillment. And from that inner dwelling, your outer world begins to mirror beauty back to you. Relationships soften, opportunities arise, health improves, finances flow, not because you force them to, but because the law is always faithful. The world must conform to the pattern impressed upon it by your imagination. This is how the mind rewires itself, not through struggle, but through persistent vision. Every time you return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you're carving a new path in consciousness. The old thoughts grow weaker, like trails no longer walked upon, while the new ones grow stronger until they become your natural state of being. There is no need to measure progress. Faith does not ask for signs, it knows they will appear. Your only work is to persist in the assumption of your desire's reality. That persistence is the gentle power that reshapes every corner of your life. Even when the senses deny it, even when circumstances seem unchanged, keep your inner gaze fixed. Say quietly within yourself, I know it is done. Let that knowing replace every doubt, for the unseen is more faithful than the seen, and the invisible cause is always greater than the visible effect. Each night you do this, each night you rest in the feeling of fulfillment. Your mind and spirit grow more aligned with divine law. You begin to live from faith rather than fear. You stop reacting to appearances and start responding from imagination. That is when true freedom begins, when the outer world no longer rules you, but reflects you. And in that freedom there is peace. There is a deep abiding assurance that you are one with the source of all creation. You are not separated from your good. You are united with it. It exists within you, and sleep is the bridge by which it moves into form. So tonight, let the day go. Let every memory, every worry, every question fade into the background. Turn your attention inward, toward the unseen reality that feels like home. That is where transformation begins. In the stillness, in the silence, in the surrender to what is already true within you. As you float in that quiet space, remember that every thought is a seed, every feeling a prayer, every assumption a beginning. You are shaping your destiny even as you rest. And now, as you rest in the quiet of this moment, know that nothing is missing. Everything you have ever sought is already within you, waiting to be accepted, waiting to be felt as real. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of it. The same power that imagined the universe beats within your heart and breathes through your dreams. So tonight, as you close your eyes, fall asleep knowing you are shaping a new reality. Feel it real. Live it in your heart. Trust the unseen more than the seen. For the world will soon rise to mirror the truth you dared to believe. Rest in faith and let love guide your imagination. Because when you fall asleep in the awareness of your divine power, you awaken to a world transformed by it. Everything changes the moment you do.